Hello and welcome everyone. I am Deepali Khetrapal, an NLP practitioner. I am here to discuss with you certain core values which may seem small but play an important role in achieving success in life. Do hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss upcoming episodes. So, we will be discussing the meaning of these values through various examples and stories and how we can imbibe these values and make them a part of our life. There's a Chinese saying that goes, if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. If you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. For centuries, the greatest thinkers have suggested the same thing. Happiness is found in helping others. By helping others, you will be helping yourself. Let's discuss some easy ways to become more helpful. Be a positive influence. It's easy to overlook how your attitude impacts others. But remaining positive and approachable can truly help others in ways you may never imagine. Focus on being a positive influence and you'll quickly realize others will gravitate towards you, engage with you more, and seek your help when you least expect it. Helping others doesn't always equate to a physical act. Be intentional. We sometimes want to separate our private life habits from our work life habits, but they influence each other. So be intentional about asking others how you can help them on a consistent basis. Then actually do it. The more you become focused on others and on serving, the more you get out of your own way. Schedule mindfulness. One easy habit to become a more helpful person is to be mindful of others. Think of at least one person a day that you are grateful for. Write a daily goal to help one person a day. Look for ways to help and then act on it. Write daily about helping others, commit and do it, and it forms a habit. Ask yourself who you are becoming. Throughout the day when you make decisions, ask yourself, who am I becoming? So, when you know who it is you want to be, start doing the things in alignment with who you want to become. Ask yourself that question often, and if what you're doing is not in alignment with becoming a more helpful person, don't do it. Stop saying but. The word but generally shuts down communication and ideation. To be a more helpful person, find ways to say yes and instead of the word but. If someone has an idea, affirm their belief and elevate the idea. By saying but, you not only write it off, you also elevated your own option and statement above theirs. When you ask questions, stay around for the response. The number one thing that stands between helpful and hurtful is the presence and interest provided in support. Shutting down or moving on when you have given someone the floor leads to resentment, distrust, and distance. Being helpful means listening with both ears, both eyes, and engaged body posture. When someone feels listened to, they feel appreciated and helped. Give your time. The best way to demonstrate your willingness to help others is to donate your time. Time is a precious commodity that you cannot make more of. When we give our time and service to others without expectation of return, that sends a clear signal that we value them. This is arguably one of the greatest service you can give. Practice empathy. The easiest way to become more helpful is to start by understanding the plight of those around you. We often get so focused on what we have to do that we don't spend enough time trying to understand how others are feeling. Once we do, it will become easier to become more helpful. Be on purpose. None of us are here by mistake. We were born at this exact time in history for a reason. We are here on purpose. Take a moment each morning and ask yourself, am I living my life on purpose? Are you giving everything you can to make your life and your relationships meaningful? This is not a dress rehearsal. We have one life to live. So live it knowing that you are here on purpose. Be an active listener. When we take the time to truly listen, it not only changes the conversation, but it helps us to better understand some of the things that aren't being said. So often, we get caught up in getting our own point across, but if we can take the time to listen, we gain so much more. It also strengthens relationships as people feel acknowledged and understood when they feel heard. Let me tell you a story. Once upon a time, Sri Krishna and Arjun went for a short stroll around the city. They saw a poor looking priest begging. Arjun felt pity at him and he gave him a bag full of 100 gold coins. The priest became very happy and thanked Arjun. He left for his home. On the way, he saw another person who needed help. The priest could have spared a coin or two to help that person. However, he chose to ignore it. But on the way to his home, one thief robbed him of his bag of coins and ran away. The priest became dejected and went back to begging. Next day again, when Arjun saw the same priest begging, he was surprised that after getting a bag full of coins which can last a lifetime, the priest was still begging. He called the priest and asked him the reason for this. The priest told him about the whole incident, and Arjun again felt pity for him. So this time he gave him a diamond. The priest became very happy and left for home, and he again saw someone who needed help, but he chose to ignore again. Upon reaching home, he safely put the diamond in an empty pot of water with the plan to cash it out later and live a wealthy life. His wife was not at home. He was very tired, so he decided to take a nap. In the meantime, his wife came home and picked up that empty pot of water, walked towards the river close by to fill up the pot. She had not noticed the diamond in the pot. Upon arriving at the river, she put the whole pot into the running river water to fill it up. She filled the pot, but the diamond was gone with the water flow. When the priest woke up, he went up to see the pot and asked his wife about the diamond. She told him she had not noticed it and it must have been lost in the river. The priest couldn't believe his bad luck and again started begging. Again, Arjun and Sri Krishna saw him begging and Arjun inquired about it. Arjun felt bad and started thinking if this priest will ever have a happy life. Now Sri Krishna gave that priest one coin. Arjun asked Sri Krishna, "Lord, I gave him gold coins and diamond, which could have given him a wealthy life, yet it didn't help him. How will just one coin help this poor guy?" Sri Krishna smiled and told Arjun to follow that priest and find out. On the way, the priest was thinking that with one coin Sri Krishna gave him, he couldn't even buy lunch for one person. Why would he give so little? He saw a fisherman who was getting a fish out of his net. The fish was struggling. The priest felt pity for the fish. He thought that this one coin won't solve my problem. Why not I save that fish? So the priest paid the fisherman and took the fish. He put the fish in his small pot of water which he always carried with him. Now the fish began struggling in the small pot of water and ended up throwing out a diamond from its mouth. The priest screamed with joy, I got it! At that same point, the thief who had robbed the priest's bag of 100 gold coins was passing through there. He thought that the priest recognized him and may get him punished. He got nervous and ran to the priest. He apologized to the priest and returned his bag full of 100 gold coins. The priest couldn't believe what just happened. Arjun saw all this and said, "Oh Lord, now I understand your play." So what do we learn from this story? When you have enough to help others, don't let that chance go. Your good deeds will always be repaid to you. There's a link between helping others and finding meaning in your life. And it's not just those who have already found purpose giving back. Instead, helping others can actually create a sense of meaning in our lives. Helping others fulfills some of our most basic needs, such as connecting with others and seeing how your actions make a positive difference. Those are the areas that help define a meaningful life. The idea that there is a link between a meaningful life and helping others is actually a rather old one. Carol Riff, a psychologist, reviewed the writings of numerous philosophers and thinkers throughout history and found one overarching idea: that helping others is a central feature of a positive, well-lived life. A meaningful life isn't found but created through our actions. And it starts with looking for ways to help others. This is your friend Deepali Khetrapal signing off. Stay tuned, keep smiling. God bless.